Hi, I'm JP.
And I'm Adam.
I've never seen Lost.
I have.
I'm told that it's good.
I liked it.
I'm told that it made sense.
Sort of.
But we're watching it out of order.
So it definitely won't make sense.
But it might still be good. Since we won't expect it to make sense, we'll still be able to appreciate each episode on its own merits as a 1-hour story.
Sometimes 2 or 3.
As opposed to just a fraction of an ongoing, sprawling, and increasingly complex tangle of relationships, personal stories, mysteries, mythologies, experiments, social dynamics, unnatural disasters, unanswered questions, and hot tropical hookups.
Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
Because you lost me a little bit there at the end.
Well, good, because I've been lost since the beginning. We're Lost on Lost.
Welcome, everybody, to Lost on Lost. I am Adam Busher, and I'm joined, as always, by a very nice couple from Los Angeles, J.P. Russell.
That's me.
J.P., before we get started, I wanted to have some banter. Do you have any banter?
No.
No? Okay. Well, then I think we'll just move on, because I just wrote down banter here. That's the only thing I wrote.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that works. Yeah. Check the box. Move on.
Fuck it. Today we are talking about Raised by Another, the 10th episode of Season 1 and the 10th episode of Lost overall. Our centric character is everyone's favorite $5 an hour fry cook, Claire Littleton. Raised by Another takes place on the 15th and 16th days after the crash of Oceanic Flight 815. JP.
Yes.
Do you have a recap?
I do.
Let's hear it.
Is this a second good Claire episode? Well, slap my ass and call me Lance. On the island, everyone is getting baby fever, especially Ethan. Claire struggles with an unknown assailant, her sanity, and with Charlie trying to probably bang her. I don't know. Hurley conducts the island census. Everyone better answer him, or he might slap you with a 100 mango fine. You can actually be fined up to $100 for not filling out the census, so just do the goddamn thing.
Fill the census out.
Right, it's stupid, but it doesn't cost you anything. In the before times, Claire actually has stuff to do. We find out who the baby daddy is, and we instantly regret knowing that information. We also meet Richard Malkin, the world's best psychic? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. Also, Saeed has a hurdy leg. Poor guy. Oh. Hey, Kate, I love that sinking feeling too, but now I'm in my 30s, so I just live with an internal sinking feeling that consumes every moment of my waking consciousness. Bitch, you gonna raise that baby. Lost.
Lordy.
Adam, we have a guest.
I am so excited. Who is it?
Welcome back to the show. Your friend and mine, Patty.
Hi.
Welcome back, Patty.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you back. This is the hat trick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a favorite now.
And we're finally recording Patty's episode that she intended to record.
Yes.
Yes. Due to a minor communication issue during our Patty's last appearance, where she came in and pinch hit for a previous guest. Yeah, had
the actor's nightmare.
I didn't actually watch the episode we're going to talk about.
Wow, Carter, what are you talking about? I didn't watch that. I was like, I could fuck around with this. No.
To your credit, you were like, I mean, fuck it, we can still talk about it. I won't have much to contribute, but I'm in.
You should have seen me. I was like setting up flares in the corner. No one's looking at me. I haven't watched it.
But
it's okay. I'm ready now.
We may do. So actually, that episode will have aired several months ago when this airs, but we just recorded it like a
couple weeks ago.
So I feel like there's not a huge point to asking you what you've been watching.
No.
But
you ready?
If you do have something new, let's hear it.
No, I don't have something new. I finished Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Wow.
So
how was it?
Fucking good. Okay, so last time I said meth is hard. It's not just meth is hard. It's the meth business is hard. It's a killer.
I mean, capitalism ruins everything. If people were
really
just bartering
does.
and exchanging meth for, like favors and like,
I mean,
community,
they would have
it'd be
helped,
fine.
a cancer, patient out, and he would have just gotten money for his family, and it would have just been so simple. And then he wouldn't have exploded people's faces off.
Yeah, like Breaking Bad doesn't happen in Canada because he's just like, I need to go to the doctor.
There you go.
They're like,
yeah.
okay, Breaking Bad done.
Yeah, if we would just have universal health care, Breaking Bad never would have happened in the first place. See, so the real bad guy is not meth, it's capitalism.
Of course, every time.
Yeah. Hey, y'all want to talk about Lurst?
Sure.
Lurst.
Let's talk about Lurst.
Do it. Raised by Another was originally aired on December 1st, 2004. It was written by Lynn E. Litt, which sounds like a cartoon character's name.
Sure does.
And directed by Marita Grabiak.
And edited by IP Daily.
There it is. There's the joke. There's the joke that I spent an hour looking for, and then JP just stumbled upon. Fuck!
See yourself out.
Lynn E. Litt wasn't actually with Lost for too long. She was a consulting producer from Tabula Rasa to Hearts and Minds, just 11 episodes. This is the only episode that she wrote. She did go on to be a co-executive producer of both Grey's Anatomy and NCIS New Orleans. So, I mean, she can write.
Okay.
She just probably wasn't a good fit for Lost. There's a bit in the trivia about how she pushed really hard to have the dream sequence at the beginning, Claire's dream, to be shot in black and white, and they kept being like, "You can't do that. That's not like part
That's
of the
not our
look of the
Lost
blah, blah, blah."
thing.
She like continued to push for it, and they had to shut her
They
down.
said no.
So.
That's like a real film school fucking move. We'll do the dream in black and white. Okay.
Marita Grabiak only directed this episode of Lost, but otherwise is a pretty regular working television director. She's done Alias, Angel, ER, Law & Order, SVU, and then two much cooler shows, Battlestar Galactica and Wonder Falls.
Aha!
Oh.
That's good
okay.
shit right there.
We open with an I.
Again.
Drink.
And as we were talking about at the beginning of the recording here, I was watching old Chappelle show clips specifically for the audio of Chappelle going, "Baby's crying. Baby's crying. Baby's crying. Baby's crying."
So Claire wakes up to the baby crying.
Baby.
She's not pregnant, which immediately tells us this must be a dream. Or she was faking being
There's
pregnant.
no way you get a tummy that flat after having a baby. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not
She was
real.
literally like on the plane with a pillow in her shirt, just like, "I'm pregnant. Everybody give me stuff."
Yeah, the thing is, like, I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
She has 2 kids, and she looks exactly the
The
same.
same.
as she does in the
No,
show.
it takes a lot of work to get there. But yeah, no, they can be done.
I think on our Lost IG, we follow most of the cast, at least those who have Instagrams, and literally all of them look exactly the same.
Of course.
They they all have the world's best skincare regimen. Money.
Yeah. Helps with diet, exercise, nutrition,
Yeah.
cosmetics,
It's so good. It's
all
so
that
good
stuff.
for you. That's one of the best things you can do for your skin is have money.
Daniel Day Kim looks amazing though.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
mean, that's just normal.
But yeah, so she's not pregnant.
Nope.
So this is probably a dream. The baby's crying. She doesn't know where the baby is. So she's looking for the sound. She's trying to find where the baby is. And so she heads out of the caves and out into the jungle.
My note is she wakes up. She's not pregnant. You should just roll over, go back to bed, and count your blessings.
Not my problem.
Well,
That's when you
fucking
nudge
take
the
care of
other
itself.
person and say it's your turn.
She's out in the jungle and she spies Locke. Spooky jungle daddy. Doing some tarot.
Yeah, the baby was your responsibility, but you gave it away. Everyone pays the price now, and he's got like crazy eyes.
Yeah, I said he had creepy eyes.
And this is where, if the dream were shot in black and white, I don't think that would hit as well because his eyes were one of them black and one of them white. I was like, come on, you're doing a thing here with the eyes. Like, if this was black and white,
That would blow it.
Yeah, I don't think it would be as good. I mean, you'd probably still be able to tell that it did something to his eyes, but like,
It wouldn't hit as
I don't
well.
think it would have been as effective having that one dead void of an eye.
Yeah.
And then the one silky, sort of like that milky, blind, but I can see forever
No, it
sort of
wouldn't be
eye.
as creepy.
Yeah. But so she bails because he's mean, and she finds a crib out in the jungle. It's got a little mobile with little Oceanic Flightway 5.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
It's really neat.
It's adorable.
Bunch of blankets that she starts sort of rummaging through to find blood.
Bloody goo.
Here's another thing about this. Would have been if it would have been black and white, that would have been hard to tell because
Yeah.
even in color, I thought it was
Yeah.
oil.
Right.
It's demon
I
blood.
was like, why is that oil?
That's
I was
what
like,
it is.
Oh, it's
Demon.
probably blood.
It's demon blood.
Oh, now I'm just thinking about there will be blood, and I'm getting really excited.
Don't be thick in front of me. Annie. She wakes up screaming, as well one should.
Man, I gotta give her props because if you have to like let go and scream, it's not necessarily easy. But she goes and goes and
Yeah.
goes, and then it started
Super
making me
good.
think of that scene in Airplane where they just smack and they're lining up to smack each woman who's
Yeah, the hysterical.
Yeah.
I'll handle this. Get a hold of yourself. Just a
Fucking
line.
bats.
The pipe and the boxing gloves. Somebody's got a gun. Like,
so
I think
good.
the fourth person's just holding a revolver.
Yeah.
That would have been really funny if she woke up screaming and Charlie's like, no, I got it. And then Jack's like, let me handle this. Calm down.
Or she should have decked Charlie, and I would have been much happier with that outcome.
And Charlie's going to be expecting it. He's used to women waking up
And
like
screaming
next to him and just
next to him.
screaming bloody
Yeah.
murder. So like, it just
Like, Charlie, you're not helping. She obviously doesn't want you to touch her. Stop it.
Her hands are covered in blood.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
And then that's the card lost.
I'm pretty sure. Let me do some quick Googling here.
Google,
yeah,
Google.
whenever somebody's sleepwalking, you're just supposed to shake them awake. Yeah, that's always the right
That's
procedure.
the right thing.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Jack is tending to her wounds. Apparently, she had been clenching her fists so badly that she dug her nails into her palms. That's why
Like,
the blood was
her
there.
nails had to be really, really long to do that. I mean, aside
Yeah.
from also being like, I'm like trying to do that right now, and
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna say, all three of us and you, the listener at home, squeeze your fists
Squeeze
as
your
hard
hands.
as you can.
I mean, I'm not going to gouge myself.
Right. I mean,
Unless super long nails.
yeah.
Yeah, I chew all my fingernails off. So like,
And I would think
it
being
would
on
do
an
nothing.
island trying to survive, your nail growth isn't going to be good.
Oh yeah,
I'm going
I
to.
suppose they haven't been there that long. but-
Still low protein. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
mean, the boar. I don't know.
Maybe somebody had nail clippers so they can.
I'm
trim
sure they
their-
have nail clippers
Yeah.
because it's by the razor and the hair clippers and the washing machine. All this stuff that prevents them from actually looking like a bunch of haggard ass
Well,
islanders.
I'd travel with nail clippers. I'm sure there was some.
I
in the
mean,
luggage.
listen, as a massage therapist, I had to keep my nails short for a very, very long time. And then it took like 2 to 3 weeks for them to get normal. And so for them to get even longer, like that takes like 2 months of growth.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know everyone's different.
No, I'm just looking at my nails.
Yeah, he is. He needs a nail file.
Okay, so Jack and Claire are having OBGYN talk.
The most generic OBGYN conversation.
How was your OGBYN? Good. It was good.
It's fine.
Good.
It was horrible. That's why I kept seeing him. What kind of fucking answer were you expecting, Jack?
It's really uncomfortable to lay with my legs up all the time and then the ultrasound wand. No, it's fine.
He's
Whatever.
my ex-boyfriend. Like,
He's
he
not-
just knows the territory. So, like,
knows the territory. What are we got in here?
let's take a look at that vagina.
Crack up with a flashlight.
Oh, boys, yeah.
Cut to a flashback.
So this is our first in order Claire-centric episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is just it. This is up front. We're first learning about Claire and her deal. Like, this is the part of Lost in which most of the flashbacks were still just
Kind of normal.
yeah. This is the old
Right.
This is backstory here.
Right.
It's like, so it's neat. I don't know. It's kind of
It's a good scene. Like, everybody's freaking out. But trying to figure it out, you're not very excited about her boyfriend. Like, because I think of all the things that we've seen out of order, like, we know this is not going to end well.
Sure. Yeah.
But he does give you the idea that it could work. There is hope.
yeah.
I did write down that like even if like he's not in the moment sincere, he's at least saying things that are comforting.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He's
Right.
not freaking out. He's not like, you got to get rid of this baby. He's like, hey, at the very least, I have to be supportive. So like if maybe she decides later she doesn't want to keep the baby, but like I'm saying in the moment, like this is okay.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we're good.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little bit of a continuity error here in our other Claire episode, Par Avion. We see that Claire and her mom are in a car accident, and she has the black hair. And
Right.
then cut to the future when she's pregnant and has the blonde hair. But in this scene, they talk about how like mom has already
Practically disowned her.
Yeah.
disowned her. So like, the accident might not have happened. It might still yet happen, but like there's something here missing with like locking in the exact moment in time with mom disowning her and this
Yeah.
accident happening in pregnancy. That's like, I don't know if the math checks out on this.
Yeah.
There was sort of maybe a lack of going back and looking what they had already
Just
written when
brush
they
it
did.
under the rug. Nobody has to think. Like, we don't
Yeah.
pay attention to details.
They were breaking Par Avion in their room, and they're just like, "Have we done a Claire episode yet?" And I'm like, I don't think so.
Let's give her black hair.
Let's do whatever then.
Jack's dad could be her dad. I love it.
And one more thing, the line about, these tests are wrong. What about like my uncle having testicular
Testicular
cancer?
cancer.
He died
He
of testicular cancer.
It's good comedy.
That was really
It's good
funny.
shit.
These things aren't accurate. What?
I love that he's trying to be supportive. Like maybe it's wrong. Right. Okay, maybe it's right. Okay, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I do have to give him credit.
Yes.
Like, he's trying.
He's being supportive. He's being
trying.
supportive boyfriend to him.
Cut to the beach.
Jack finds Kate just kind of staring out in the ocean. He has this line. This is out of the ordinary. You're just standing still in the middle of the afternoon. It's like a comment not only about what she's like literally doing, but like sort of what she's been doing in general. Is just like she's always on the move. Whatever.
Just taking a quiet moment. Yeah,
just like standing in the sand and letting it. Yeah,
you're like
I still love doing that.
It's so fun.
It's so relaxing.
It's so zen.
I'm terrified of the ocean. I still like doing that.
I've only swam in the ocean once. You're like, oh God, it's infinite. I'm going to die.
I've been in the ocean more than one time, but like I'm over it.
No.
We don't belong there.
I have the same feeling in the bathtub.
How big is that bathtub, JP?
It's real small. I just have depth perception issues.
Okay, fair.
There's a line that Keith throws away about he's been gone for almost a week.
I think they said Saeed's gone, and he's been gone for a week, and they're like, oh, he's fine.
They're so wrong. Like, we have the benefit of knowledge and knowing that he's being fucking
poor man
kidnapped and tortured by Rousseau.
This episode is so fabulous for this whole conceit of your show,
right?
Because it's filling in so many holes.
Jack also mentions during this that Claire's going to go into labor soon. Like, she has to at this point. Like, she's ready to pop, essentially.
He brings it up, and you're like, and?
Like,
why are you telling me? Am I your nurse?
Right.
Am I your helper? Is it just because I'm a woman you're talking to?
Right.
There's a bunch in this episode that's like scenes that end weird or like interstitials that were necessary to be filmed, but they were placed very strangely. And this is one where they're just like, Claire's going to have the baby soon. Cut to next scene. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Continue us to the jungle? Yeah.
This is one of 95 scenes of Claire and Charlie talking in the jungle.
About nothing.
This episode.
About nonsense.
Drinking some tea.
Yeah. He brings us some tea. He's like, the only thing that separates us from the Yanks is tea.
It's like, fuck off.
Shut up. He's like, I could be your friend. Like, I'm trying to fuck. And she's like, I'm not having it.
It was, my heart broke. That was a hard scene. I've had those conversations many times. I like being your friend. Do you want to be more than a friend?
My heart did not break.
No, I was like, this is awkward. This is bad.
That's how
That's not going well.
Yeah, I was just like, well, sorry, bud.
I was like, he tried, and she's tried to be nice, letting him down.
Yeah, take a whack at it. I mean, shoot your shot, whatever, but like,
Just because she's pregnant, she's not with somebody, doesn't mean she's going to scoop you up.
Yep.
No, but in Charlie's mind, she's pregnant. He can't get her more pregnant, so...
He can't fuck this up because somebody else already did, literally, figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your past relationship was really shitty. I'm not that bad, right?
This early Charlie and Claire stuff, I'm just thinking back to like the first time that he met her and he was just like, oh, was your husband on the plane? It's like...
He was trying to hit that from the beginning.
So thick. Just lay it on so thick.
Exactly.
She sees right through you, bro.
Cut to a flashback. Oh, boy.
Oh.
We are going to get into some fucking shit here now, guys.
Let's go, JP. What you got?
So Claire and her friend Rachel are walking down the street.
Which you had to look up on Lost PD, I'm sure, because they never say her name.
Wow.
Did you get it from Lost PD, JP?
Maybe.
Good job, sir.
The acting, her performance is so bad, they had to like not use most of her takes and then ADR the lines in. So I was like, who is this? Do we have to deal with this person again in another episode? We don't.
Thank God. Rachel takes Claire to what must be the only psychic in Australia. Because...
Yeah.
In America, we're so used to the typical psychics at home being gypsy women of some sort. And, gypsy's not even the right word to say anymore. Like
a lot of times we see psychics are like a woman's game.
There are older women, fucking with everybody.
But not only
psychic readings.
Is it interesting that it's a dude, but it's the triumphant return / debut of Richard Mulligan.
I have some fan mail here, Adam. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
So, friend of the show, Bonnie Bueno, and I were talking about this. She just had a quote that she wanted me to deliver about Richard Mulligan.
Yeah.
He has a melty face. He was going to be a person, but then meh. And meh is the sound of a person's face melting. She does not care for Richard Mulligan. Thank you, friend of the show.
Yay, Bonnie.
Big ups to Bonnie Bueno. Thank you. Because, he is kind of a murph.
He does. He's a little funny looking.
This is another instance, though, of pseudo-spiritual or pseudo-psychokinetic, whatever, the psychosphere, people being good dudes. Not only does he do it, Isaac Valuru did it. They were like, oh, shit, I'm going to have some bad news for this person. Here's your money back.
Right.
So, I mean, all right.
So
It kind of sells to me, the audience member, that, oh, shit, this might be like a real lost psychic, not like a scam artist.
they're sincere.
Like, it makes me, the audience member, maybe believe a little bit more in their powers or whatever, you know?
Well, there's a lot of mystic weird shit that's happening with Lost, so maybe we have to go along with that.
He starts doing the reading. He said, when did you find out about the baby? And I wrote, bitch, you're the psychic, you tell me. But he seems really uneasy and
Gets
he
scared.
ends up being like, I can't do this reading. And he gives her the money back and is like, please get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, she's a creepy lady.
And she's like, what did you see? I saw me getting scared and you giving you your $20 back.
You're giving
So
birth to the demon.
Cut back to the jungle. Claire's being attacked?
Or is it a dream?
Or was it a dream? Is it a dream? Yeah.
Well, precisely, Patty. So, like, if this were, again, in black and white... And,
Then we
and
would
the whole,
know.
Gives
like,
away the trick. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's another one.
conflict,
Yep.
right? The conflict on the island is Claire crazy or not? So,
Yeah.
like, if this were in black and white, the audience would instantly be like, well, it's not real,
Right,
it's
it's a
all in
dream.
her head. So the fact that it's in color at least gives the audience something
We're
to
guessing.
ponder about.
Yeah. Good.
Anyways.
Good fucking point. Jack and Michael and Ethan tend to Claire while Charlie and Hurley.
Oh, I
What up,
freaked
Ethan?
out. I saw Ethan. I was like, creepy motherfucker.
We, of course, here on Lost and Lost have
No,
the benefit of knowing that
exactly.
he's the bad
He's
guy.
so bad. Stay away from the pregnant woman.
He looked creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's his natural creepy face.
Just like, sorry, William Matherper, but like, they made you look really creepy. I haven't seen you in anything else, but like, you look so creepy in the show, and I hope you look not
resting.
as creepy in real life.
It's a little. It's a
Resting
little
creep
creepy.
face?
It's he has
RCP?
resting creep face.
Jack, Michael, and Ethan are tending to Claire while Charlie and
Yeah.
Hurley go out to look for the attacker.
Yeah.
Because she's like,
Yeah.
I was attacked. He had a thing. He tried to stab me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he tried to hurt my baby.
My baby.
Just getting stabbed with a needle.
Yep. Yeah, like needle. Yeah. She's very descriptive in the thing, and like so, like after Jack and Michael and does Michael even have any lines here?
No.
Like he's just there.
I don't even remember Michael in it, and I rewatched it today.
No, I definitely I have a note that's Michael and then no notes afterwards.
No.
So after they get her calmed down, Jack is exiting the caves. He heads out to the outside. I think he might head back to the beach or something, but he runs into Hurley, and Hurley's like, we looked all over, man. There's nothing. Like we didn't find the guy. But he was like, I was searching with Scott and Steve.
Who
and I
are
was like, who are these
they?
fucking guys?
Yes.
And so he's got, dude.
I mean, we didn't even know each other. My name isn't Hurley. It's Hugo Reyes. Hurley's just a nickname I have, all right? Why? I'm not telling. The point is, we gotta find out who everyone is.
Jorge Garcia.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
He understands the assignment every time.
He really does.
He has such good comedic timing
He
and
really
just
does.
instinct, and it's fucking every word that comes out of his mouth is just gold.
He pitches the idea is like we got to figure out who we all are. We
Right, we don't know who anybody
We got to
is.
do a census. We got to figure out who these people. We got to figure out who Scott and Steve is. We got to know more about each other. It's a
Problem solver.
right, and it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
You have a brief shot of Charlie watching over Claire.
Yeah, I'll stay the night.
I promise not to leave like the others do.
Creepy, dude. Do you want to say that? Just be like, hey,
All the other men leave her.
no means no, dude.
Just move on, Charlie.
So yeah, we cut to flashback.
Oh, setting up the new apartment.
Drapes. To quote Noah Betotsky from episode 1 of Lost on Lost.
This is the scene where Thomas flames out. He can't.
Can't do
he's
it.
come to the realization that this isn't actually going to work for him. Despite
Responsibility
his,
is hard.
yeah, exactly. Like responsibility sounded like a good idea until I actually was presented with having to be responsible, and now I
Don't like
I
it.
think I would
Exactly.
rather continue to be a painter.
Yeah.
The writers do a good job. They're like, all right, we have 2.5 minutes to make the audience hate Thomas. Let's
They did.
Let's
And
pull out
go.
every single card. He's drinking. He makes this her fault because she was supposed to be in the
Oh, yeah. He
hill.
accuses her.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Gaslights
her.
Unspokenly accuses her of trying to like trap
Yeah.
him or whatever.
How dare you?
It's the incel boogeyman, you know?
Yep.
This
Yes.
it's the woman's fault.
Yeah.
Always.
He makes a quick slam about her daddy abandonment issues, just sort of
Yeah.
like a reference to the fact that dad's not around, whoever her dad
I wonder
may
who
be.
that is.
And then he fucking bails.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, Thomas. You suck.
You jerk.
I don't think we see him anymore, right?
No,
That's the
I
end?
don't-
Yep, that's
we
it.
never see
That's
him
it for
again.
Good.
Cut to the back to the beach. It's the next morning. Hurley's up doing
There he goes.
the census.
Hey, everyone.
I'm gonna start by talking to John Locke.
How could this go wrong?
He's going to say some insane shit.
Did you find what you're looking for?
What is he doing?
I don't fucking know.
Pouring sand on the
He's
table
with it from
with
a shoe. Are we making like?
Sand bay?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening here?
It looked like almost like he was tanning.
Maybe?
Like he was
Oh, maybe
tanning a
that's
hide
it.
or
That makes
something.
more sense.
But what's with the shoe?
Like-
He's right by the sand. He's standing on it.
Can
It's-
literally scoop it up. No, it's John is very precise in his work, and he's figuring out that one size 7 shoe can hold like a half cup of sand. But he's being weird, and Hurley's like doing his level best to just go, "Hey, I'm just trying to ask questions."
Yeah, I mean, Locke's a little oddly sort of defensive about this. Like he gives
Everybody is being defensive when Hurley's like, "Look, I'm just for the betterment of everyone."
It's another situation in which, like, it's when the raft burns and Locke comes out and he's like, why don't we have guards? Like, there's people. It's like, okay, I know you guys have only been here for 15 days, but, like, put safety procedures into place before you need them, not after.
Right.
Sure.
Because what happens if you wait until after you need them to put the safety procedures in place? Fucking Steve or Scott got murdered.
The others just infiltrate and steal your women.
Somebody
Yeah.
drowned.
They're new at this, Adam. They're not good survivors.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Obviously, the best part about this is Hurley because, like, as he's like,
Yeah.
all right, good talk, John.
Good. See you
Yeah,
later.
that's some
He goes up to
that's
the.
some insane shit you just said, my guy.
Yeah, oh,
Bye.
God, he goes
And he
up
just
and-
like pulls an extra aside.
It's like I already know how to talk to you, but I don't want to be by him.
I gotta get out of this conversation.
He improv that according to Lostpedia.
I would believe it. Ah, so good.
Jack and Charlie go to talk to Kate,
Hmm?
sort of filling her in on what's going on. Again, like, hey, Kate, here's some information. You're not involved at all, but here you go.
Yeah.
Like, they could be telling this to anybody.
Yes.
It doesn't matter that it's Kate.
Yeah.
Well, and they still wanted to probably build a bond between Jack and Kate.
yeah, that's what
instead of instead of like we could put Sun in here or,
or
any other woman.
Be anybody. But yeah, I
Or
mean,
whatevs.
that's what they're trying to do is
Yeah.
just like continue to build the relationship between the two. And it's just kind of.
She's like, I don't care.
So yeah, that sounds awesome or awful.
I'm
That's
not
whatever you're
running
talking
from-
about
Need.
for you.
I'm not running from the police. It's great. Good job.
They have a conversation about like, well, okay, so she says someone's attacking her, but they're with like a needle, but there's no mark on her stomach. This is all probably psychosomatic due
Yeah.
to like stress of being here and being pregnant and all these things. You know, why would someone actually come in and attack her with all of us sleeping like
Right there.
Right.
right next to her?
Yeah.
So this is probably all in her head.
Yeah, Jack doesn't think any of it adds up, and Charlie gets really defensive when he makes
So
that
defensive.
Yeah.
point. I mean,
Captain Save a Hope.
it's like it's
Sorry. Just like calm down, Charlie.
Hurley's out doing more census. He talks to Ethan.
Lance.
Lance. Oh, you're not Lance.
Again, this had to be improv, right? He's like, where are you from? Ontario. Oh, Canada. I love the... All right, bye.
And I was waiting for Ethan to be, I'm from Ontario, California.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Because that also would make sense for those of you that don't live in Los Angeles. Ontario is a
have
city
an Ontario.
about 60, 70 miles east of here. So
Far enough away.
40, I don't know.
Do people from Los Angeles talk about anything other than Los Angeles? God, you two.
Well, it depends if you're west of the 405 or not, really.
Oh, got him. So good.
So welcome. But Ethan,
Anyways.
Ethan almost looks like a normal guy.
He does.
You're like, oh, he's friendly and he's gathering fucking mangoes.
He made a mango basket.
And he's happily asking, oh, what is this for? Why would you be
Yeah.
asking? Oh, that's a great idea.
He's doing exactly what everybody else should be doing because he's doing it so he looks normal.
yeah.
He's doing the
Yeah.
normal thing, whereas everybody else is acting weird.
He's acting normal for a real human, but all the other survivors are off doing other bullshit and not doing the things they should be doing, so it's suspect. Cut back to the cave.
Jack's talking to Claire,
Jack-
trying to explain to her what he just explained to Kate and Charlie. She's probably under a lot of stress. She should take this sedative that he's got.
Sedative.
Sedative. Sedative.
Sedative. Sorry.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
Jack actually has some decent bedside manner in this scene.
He's being a very good doctor person.
Jack's fine in this episode.
Yeah, he does okay. But Claire's not having it. She has pretty much the same reaction. Charlie's just like, you don't believe me? This is horseshit. I'm out of here. She packs her shit and she's like, I'm going to the beach.
Cuts.
I'm not staying in here where people don't believe me.
Actually, now think that we didn't need that other scene with Jack, Kate, and Charlie. They just could have cut it.
Because they just did it again right here.
And we don't need any. Right. We don't need Charlie's reaction. We know he cares for Claire.
Yeah.
Like, we just need Claire's reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, there's weird pacing here because Charlie comes in and is like, what happened? We cut to Claire running through the jungle. We cut to a flashback, but then when Charlie meets up with Claire, he doesn't know what actually happened. So it's like, this is strange. But anyways, we cut to a flashback.
Yeah. Claire returns to talk to Richard Malkin. She wants the rest of the reading. This time he's like, all right, fine, fuck it. I'm still scared, but like, I'm sure.
Some good little like lost spooky shit, like, I saw something blurry. Blurry's bad.
Blurry's bad, yeah.
Sir, bad.
He gives this really ominous reading about how like the baby's surrounded by danger and you need to raise this child. If it's raised by anybody else, like bad things will happen. You need to, for the, the child needs your goodness. All this like really like prophecy driven language.
It's spooky.
It's very spooky.
It's very
great.
spooky.
Time moves quickly in within this flashback.
Yeah.
This flashback then flash forwards
Like
through the commercial break to like months down the road.
Months later, because she's huge now.
Yeah. And Richard calls her
middle of the fucking night.
He's like, hey girl, you up?
No, I said no booty call.
Trying to fuck?
She's like, get in line.
Right?
You can tell like he's been calling her. She's like, you need to stop calling me in the middle of the night. But he's like, I have a plan. You need to listen to me.
I just love that she's like, you're calling again. Stop it. I know. I thank you. I get it. Goodbye.
Yeah. Something bad's going to happen to you. Something bad's going to happen to you. Like, that was a good line. I like that. Something bad's going to happen
Middle
to you.
of the fucking night. I can't sleep well. I'm fucking 9 months pregnant.
Oh, man. Come back to the jungle. Claire and Charlie are just en route to the beach. They're chatting about stuff, being pregnant.
Yeah. It was another pretty useless scene.
It's useless in that it doesn't really advance. This is that sort of early season 1 generic character stuff that's creating the foundations for these relationships that end up meaning more down the road. It's like in season 3 when we see Charlie and Claire palling around together after Aaron is born and they do have a genuine actual affection for themselves. It's born out of this awkward, weird Charlie and her like, why are you following me around? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
But yeah, so that's what happens there. And then from there, we cut to the beach.
Charlie's on the job.
Yep, on the job. Pounding the sand, pounding the pavement, whatever. Talking about
Shannon's being a shit.
Shannon and Boone, just in rare form here, just being classic peak Shannon and Boone.
Ew.
Fuck, you two suck.
But Boone actually had a good idea.
He does have a good idea. He's got a sort of weird Patriot Act joke, which is it's like, dude, no, you're survivors on an island. This isn't widespread, inappropriate, and unconstitutional surveillance of American citizens by its own government. This is one dude trying to figure out if everybody who's here is actually supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Out of 46 people.
So we all get to know who each other really are. Like, what's wrong with that?
Stupid self-righteous dickhead.
Listen, Shannon has this really indignant line about him then being a liberal. And listen, Shannon, as a leftist, I get it. I hate liberals too. But
we're all a bunch of assholes.
And I know people are capable of change, but hey, writers, I know there's no way for you to know this. There's no way Boone wasn't at January 6th.
Yes.
So,
oh my God.
Yep, 100%.
He's a trust fund, baby. He's not a liberal.
When comfortable people are presented with the choice of socialism or fascism, they will take fascism. Every time.
Ding, 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 ding. But he had a good idea. Why don't you just
He did have a good idea.
go get the manifest? Like, it's right there. Stupid Sawyer.
We crossed off all the names of the dead people after the funeral.
Right.
Like, that should hypothetically be a representative list of the remaining 46 alive folks. I was like, well, where is it? He's like, guess who's got it?
Yeah. Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we cut to the jungle.
But I think this is my favorite scene of the episode.
If I were ever stranded on a desert island, I'd probably be dead within the first 15 days. So like,
yeah.
But if I made it till day 15 and I found a pair of sunglasses, it does not matter what they look like.
You would be rocking the cat eyes.
I wear my
pink.
sunglasses all the time. One of my closest, dearest friends, J.P. Russell, said macular degeneration is the #1 cause of eye loss in adult Americans. I wear my sunglasses when I go outside all the time. I
used to work at a
never
blind
go
man.
outside without my sunglasses.
I don't do well with bright light in my face, so sunglasses are there.
Great time management on the part of the writers since this episode's pretty full.
Yeah.
We need to get something from Sawyer. Sawyer has all the stuff. We don't have time in the episode for a side quest, so we need Hurley to be charming enough to just instantly get the thing, and they fucking knock it out of the park.
Dude, you need the
Fucking
points.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed
See,
it.
if they cut the scene with Jack, Kate, and Charlie, we'd have had more time with Hurley and Sawyer.
We don't need it because how Hurley delivers this is perfect.
Smooth. Yeah.
And I love this too because this is a parallel to
What we just saw with the con,
Yes.
the long con.
this is the worst con ever. Sawyer sucks at the beginning. Despite that, and despite his eventual growth, Hurley does have his back.
Yeah.
He is looking out for him. Dude, you need the points.
Yeah.
Like, you're here. You're not going anywhere, so let's try not to ostracize you so you end up being murdered by the others or gored by a boar. Because, yeah, I mean, he charms him.
He gets that manifest.
It's over there in a brown suitcase.
And you can tell that Sawyer's like, I could try, I could really be an asshole right now, but he's trying his best. This is way outside the comfort zone of Hurley from like maybe 2 weeks ago when the plane crashed,
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Game recognizes game. Have this thing that means nothing to me. Now you owe me one.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe I'll stick this one in my back pocket. Yeah. Cut to the jungle from there. Claire and Charlie still moving around, but then Claire has a contraction ? Cool. That's what I wrote down. Charlie freaks out. Accidentally confesses to her that he's a heroin.
I'm a drug addict.
I can get drugs. I can do this. What? Let me explain.
Well, and I just kicked the drugs within like a couple days
just a
ago,
couple days
really.
ago. I'm
so I'm
fine now.
solid.
I have a
I'm the
solid
best-
grasp on my recovery.
I'm the best recovering addict ever.
I'm easily the best recovering addict on the island.
Oh, Charlie.
Instead of the sobriety tokens or chips or whatever, he's just got a different coconut for every day.
He's written out of a Sharpie 3.
Yeah.
4. So good. She's like, go get Jack. Knock it off. You can't.
Hurry up.
I don't care if you can do it. There's a doctor.
Yeah. You can go now. You can go. I'll be fine.
He said something about we got to time the contractions, which I was like, damn, I didn't expect Charlie to know
He
that.
did a little internet research while on the island.
Flashback. Claire is setting up the adoption.
Here
she's
we
not
are.
listening to Malkin. She's like, fuck all that. I've got this very nice couple here who want a baby, and they can have it.
Basically, no return.
They are super, like, I was uncomfortable. I was like, don't give your baby to these people. Like,
No,
just go ahead
it seems
and
bad.
Go ahead and give the baby away. I don't care. But, like, not to these two.
And I love that she's like, well, do you sing whatever the song is? And,
Catch a Star or Catch a Falling Star or whatever. And she's like, yeah. It's like,
okay.
oh, my dad used to sing to me. That's just really sweet. It's like kind of cool. Like, whatever. It's like, do you know Catch a Star? No, I don't. Sign the fucking paper.
Enough small talk, lady.
Yeah, I know the lyrics to Catch a Falling Star. It's $20,000, $20,000. Sign the fucking paper. That's what I was seeing in the guy's eyes as Claire and the
Bitch,
mom
give me
were
your
talking.
baby. Let's get to it.
The pens don't work.
Oh, I hate it when the pens don't work.
It's
aggravating.
It's a nice pen.
It does look like a nice pen,
It's a
but
lawyer's pen, It's like a big, but like
I mean, it's probably signing things all the time.
that's probably why it doesn't work.
It's
Just
probably
not
just a tired pen.
or maybe it's a sign.
Oh my God.
Richard Malkin was right.
Richard. But yeah, two pens don't work, and by the time we get to the third, she's like, you know what? I can't do this.
She bails.
But she decides not to go through
Smoke
with it.
bomb.
Yep, exactly. Pocket sand.
She goes back to the psychic and says, what's your offer?
She leaves the lawyer's office and goes back to Malkin's house and be like, okay, what's your idea?
Yeah, then we go to Charlie running through the woods, and he bumps into Ethan. He's like, go get Jack. And Ethan's like, got it.
Oh my God, I'll drop all these mangoes.
My mangoes. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be great. What could go wrong?
I'm sure.
Nothing.
I'm sure Ethan will get Jack and everything.
He looks so trustworthy.
Then we come back to the flashback. These flashbacks in this current day stuff, it starts to ping pong a little bit closer to the end of the episode here. But yeah, Malkin's plan is he's got a couple. He's like, okay, if you're dead set on getting the baby away, I know a better baby couple. They're not going to eat them. They're okay. Yes, they're still coastal elites because they live in Los Angeles and
They're in Manhattan
Yeah.
Beach.
So,
but
like,
it's fine.
yeah, but they're probably not going to eat the baby. They're probably just going to feed it avocado toast and make it an insufferable 20-year-old who goes to. You know.
I first saw they're going to move to Venice, so they're going to be west of the 405. It'll be totally fine. They'll be close to the beach.
The weather down there is better than in the valley. Like they're going to have plenty of space.
And you got
Like,
the
they have-
marine layer.
There's more. It's more spread out down there than it is like closer to mid city or up north. Like,
Exactly.
you know, it's all-
I'm not participating in this bit.
the Toyota Sports Center's right down there. You can watch Kings practices.
I was going to say something about Muscle Beach, but that was better.
Anyways, so he tells her about this couple. They're going to pay her $12,000, but she has to get on this very specific
Very
flight.
specific.
Yes. She's like, I can't go tomorrow. It's got to be this plane. It's got to be this flight. 6,000 now, 6,000 on delivery. It's all going to be fine. Trust me, I'm
Flight
psychic.
815.
We cut back to the field where Claire's trying to recover from her, what we eventually find out is like a false labor or something like that. But so she's explaining to him, you know, like the things that happened, how she got there, whatever. And it starts to dawn on the two of them. They have this idea that maybe there was no couple, that Malkin was like, I'm going
Right.
to put you on this doomed plane to make sure that you keep the baby.
Maybe his gift
Right.
is sincere and real. Charlie says, well, you know, I believe that the gift does exist.
Yeah.
And I really just wanted to see a little Desmond head pop up. Whoop, brother.
Yeah, just like a
What'd you say, bro?
I'm like,
just
brother.
a quick cut to Desmond in the hatch, just reading a book, and like he just like looks up. He's like,
Did I hear
"Somebody
a
talking?"
little...
Fine.
No,
Fine.
no hobbits are talking right now. It's fine.
They've discussed, you know.
Oh, yeah, and
Claire,
so-
Claire's like, the guy said it would be different, and Charlie's like, well, no, maybe he knew all along. And she's like, oh my god, he knew exactly because he got me on the flight that he
Put
knew
us here.
would be
Yeah.
make me stranded on an island where I would have to raise this baby.
Yeah, Malcolm was convinced that I had to raise this baby, so he put me on the doomed flight. That seems a little drastic.
They just jump it. They make
sure-
that conclusion.
I, Richard Malkin, the psychic, am aware of a plane that will be leaving Sydney in just a day or two that is destined to crash into some sort of island hellhole in the South Pacific.
She'll be great.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Or maybe he thinks that they're all just gonna die, and it's better just to kill that baby and her lady.
Sure. Oh, that's dark, Patty. I like that.
Thank you. It happens every so often.
Or I guess I just thought about this maybe because
Yeah.
he's psychic, he just knew she would survive.
I'm assuming that was what was
Like if he
really
would have thought,
there.
like he would have looked ahead, he's like, "Oh, she dies, well, I guess I won't do that."
Yeah, he was like, well, then I'm straight up murdering this woman. No, I don't. I think he probably went. It's a mystic island of bullshit. So
Should be fun.
should be great.
There's that. Like I believe in probably Lost Lord. That's exactly what it is because he's a mystic and he's tied to the island in some sense. But like
Yeah.
from his point of view, like either she's on this island with the baby and nobody else can raise it, or she dies and no one else can raise the baby. Like you know. So yeah, maybe. Cut to a quick shot of Saeed running through the woods.
This happened, and I was like, "What?"
I was like, oh right, why is he so urgently running through the jungle?
I was just
Yeah.
thinking to myself, I was like, "Why did we put this here?" Because then it immediately cuts to Charlie and Claire recovering and they're like, "All right, I'm fine now. Let's head back to the caves."
Yeah.
And then we cut to the caves, and Saeed comes barreling in, and I was like, "Oh." That was an establishing shot, so that when Saeed makes his entrance here, we got the
building.
We get him appearing out of nowhere earlier, so it doesn't distract from the
Yeah.
start.
Right when he just pops
Yeah.
up nowhere.
But yeah, he comes barreling in. He's like, "My leg, I'm dehydrated.
Fuck my leg.
Everything's weird."
We're not alone.
Yeah,
We're not alone.
We're not alone. I
Yeah.
found her. I found her, the French woman. We're not alone.
Yeah.
There's obviously more to unpack there. Like, okay, we're not. Well, yeah, we know about the French woman. Obviously.
Yeah,
we're not alone.
relax,
And
Saeed.
he's like,
What's-
no, there's more.
Then we see Hurley running and he runs into the cave with the manifest.
Yep.
Oh, we got a problem.
We've got a problem.
Who's not on the manifest?
Ethan, motherfucking Rom.
46 survivors and we have 47 people.
Cut to.
Cut to Claire and Charlie run into Ethan in the jungle.
It's fucking creepy, Ethan.
Wow.
Dude.
It's almost like it's an entirely different person.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
good of a job he
Yeah.
does doing this sort of slack-faced,
Dead-eyed.
eyelid open, blank stare into like, I don't have to act anymore. Come here, little girl.
Yeah. Especially because, like, we have seen Ethan in little scenes before. Like, oh, yeah, that guy. If I was watching the show in order, dude, I'd be jumping up and down in the fucking living room, being like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, ugh. I'm getting chills just thinking about him again, standing there.
Yeah, he's just wonderfully
really good.
Yeah.
ominous.
Because then from here, then we go into the episode. Some of the episodes we've seen where we see him being a super powered maniac in the rain, like choking Charlie,
Just a
and, like,
monster.
taking on like 5 people and almost like still winning. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Lost.
Bam.
Lost.
Did we like it? Was it good? Patty, start us off.
I liked it. I thought it was good. Like, we're so prepared to like hate everybody, but there's something amazing about how they make these characters so hateable and then you like them. I don't fuck them for that. So, but we get all these great juicy morsels of like Hurley and everyone's building the relationship. We see what's going on with Claire, so we actually understand her a little bit better. So I'm not mad at it. I really like it.
Yeah.
JP, what about you?
Yes. So I did like this episode. I've been struggling with whether or not it's good because all of the pieces are there. I want them assembled in a slightly different order, if that makes sense.
Fair.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, I love the flashback. I love the spookiness. I love how it ends. Claire isn't too bad. Charlie's not terrible, but like, I don't know, some of the dialogue in the scenes is just really boring, but it gets you from A to B. So like, I think it's a meh episode, but due to like how it was executed, I really liked it.
Sure.
So, Adam?
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with both of you. I so enjoyed watching this. Is it good? It's better. I think it's better than average. But
Yeah.
It's certainly. I don't think it's the like. Yeah,
One of the
there's
favorites.
There's just a couple of weird little things in there that stuck out odd for me. I thought the characterization of everybody being so hateful toward Hurley for doing the census. I thought that was odd. I was like, some people would have been on board.
Right.
Just a couple. Like, no, like not everybody would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I feel like
My
somebody,
privacy's being invaded.
right. I feel like somebody would have been like, oh, good idea, dude. But maybe that was all the C tier survivors, like Scott and Steve were like, yeah, no, I run a fucking thing, and like Frogert was like, I run a Frogert stand. Like, so save for those little weird kind of like things that are a little bit off. But again, I'll forgive it too because it's early in the season.
Right.
I think there's still the writers' room is still getting a handle on what they're doing themselves. So I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Thumbs up for a maybe not great episode.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
yeah. Thumbs up anyway. All right. Well, then let's get into the end of the episode segments, baby. We are all, as always, going to start off with king or queen or non-gendered monarch of the island, the lost MVP. Who rocked the show here? Who carried it? Who is the MVP? Patty.
Hurley.
Good answer.
Boy, he's just Helpy McHelperson. You know, he sees a problem. He's going to have a solution. He's going to do the solution. He's not going to pass it off. People are going to treat him like shit, and yet he still gets the job done.
No doubt. JP.
It's got to be Richard Malkin, the psychic, man. I love that he's got the fucking nuclear option. Bitch, I'm going to put you on a plane that crashes. That is such a gangster move. Oh, this pregnant woman with this prophecy child that's so precious to the world and so important. You won't listen to my phone calls? Yeah, get on this plane that is doomed. I love it. It's such a gangster move. Richard, you're the best.
The only thing that would have been more gangster is instead of him giving her $6,000 and saying you get $6,000 more when you get there, he'd been like, yeah, you get $12,000 when you get there.
When you get there. Would have saved himself some cash.
Save himself 6 stacks, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just win in the air, literally. Oh. Put it in a trust fund.
So good.
Who's your MVP, Adam?
Hurley. I mean, and to a larger extent, Jorge Garcia. Like he plays the character so well in this, and like the improv of the like talking to the background survivor as he walks away from Weirdo Locke. Within the episode, Hurley's got he goes a lot of places. He goes from like just like problem solving. He goes to terror. He goes to like being the brunt of bearing everybody's abuse about the census. Like. He does a lot, and it's awesome, and he's good at all of it. And so Jorge Garcia rules.
Ding. I wish they did some kind of like flash forward where Hurley's doing a census.
He's like a census. They flash back to him actually working for the census.
Oh my god! And everybody's yelling at him, and he's like, "Cool, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
How many people live here? 1,000. All right. Cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
Bye.
man. I'm just trying to do the right thing, dude."
Oh, man. But for real, from earlier, the next time the census comes around,
Fill it out.
Just do it.
Just do that shit. It's important.
It helps get your local public schools the funding that they need.
Yep. It could contribute to more accurate redistricting of your congressional districts and things like that.
It's very important.
It's important. This is important civic stuff.
And if you ever decide to look up your ancestry, you can look up census records.
Oh shit!
There you go.
There you go. That's a good one too.
Dude, I'm back on. The census fucking rips, baby. Lost forever.
Yep. Other half
Let's
of the
do it.
bit. Yeah. Who sucked? Who's just an embarrassment?
It's an embarrassment.
Who is just, you look at him and you're just like, why? Why are you even here? Why are you wasting my time? We've only got 43 minutes. Why do we spend any of it talking to you? You fucking suck. Patty,
How do you really feel?
who is your lost forever?
Fuck. Well, the way you put it, Charlie, but Jesus Christ. But really, Ethan can go fucking take a long walk off Short Bridge.
All right.
Or
Oh, sure.
whatever.
Bad guy? Yep. That's an easy one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
JP, what do you think?
Obviously, it's the best friend, Rachel. Listen, bad acting aside, your friend is about to have a baby, and she's already expressed concerns about sort of the stress of financial responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have her spend her own money on a psychic. Okay,
Yeah, you
She's
should be
already
treating your
having-
friend to your psychic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. She's
Yep.
already having enough inner turmoil about the upcoming baby. She doesn't need another voice to weigh in right now, especially one that isn't really in her circle of trust. Rachel, here's an idea. How about you take that fucking money and start a savings account for the baby?
She's only making $5 an hour.
Yeah.
Right. You think the baby's going to be able to pay for college in this economy? Good Lord, fucking grow up.
You're right. Fucking Rachel.
Adam?
Fucking Rachel.
Just a good old punching bag Boone. Fucking keep your mouth shut, pal. Like, God. If you ever say a thing that I like, fucking, I will be surprised. Like, I wish I was Shannon so that I could be by him and just hit him in the head with a coconut every time he opened his mouth.
But he has a great idea in this episode, and I
Yeah.
hate the way he delivers it. He's
Exactly.
such a tool.
He can't even do a good thing. What did I say during the Boone episode 2? He can't even die right.
Yeah.
He had a good idea, and he was a total shitheel about it.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
I like that the absolute terrible baby daddy got a pass on this one.
Because there are worse people.
Yeah, Thomas, you got lucky, pal. You're lucky that you don't come back in another episode too, because you're fucking you're up next in the barrel, my man.
Yes.
Burning questions. Let's do it. It sounds like JP's probably got
JP,
one.
I think you have the most.
Okay, so I was so excited once I realized that was the same psychic. So I believe full on that in this episode that Richard Malkin is truly a psychic. Like, there's no way for him to know that the plane is going to crash, right? Like, there's clearly no other couple. In the other episode where he shows up,
He's a fraud,
trying to convince
right?
Echo that he's a con man, that this whole thing is a fake. Now, is he truly a psychic, and he's trying to like double negative Echo into thinking that he's a fake? But how does that help Echo? I don't understand whether Richard Malkin is a real psychic or not, because in one episode he's clearly a con man, and in one episode he's clearly a psychic.
Yeah.
I looked up on Lostpedia. Apparently he was supposed to be in more of the show, but the writers cut him out. In the bits that
we have seen,
he was cut out of, it sounded like he was supposed to be a true psychic, but like I don't understand how he plays into the Echo episode now if he really is a true psychic. Like, what is his game in telling him that he's not? And I'm very confused by that.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at Malkin's Lostpedia page right now. It says under his trivia that Lindelof and Hughes both stated that they weren't interested in answering to the validity of his ability. Huh. But then they implied, they never flat out said, but they implied in a discussion, a panel, something that they did, that he probably wasn't.
But then how does he get Claire on this flight?
Right. What's the math?
And why would he
putting
want to
a
get her on
random
there?
pregnant girl
Right.
on a plane to Los Angeles?
He keeps giving her the money back and calling her in the middle of the night. If he's
Right.
a con man, he's doing
Why
it
is he
really
doing-
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's losing money. He's not gaining anything.
And if anything, he's just drawing attention to himself by constantly giving her late night phone calls and like doing all this weird stuff. Like,
Creepy shit. I think writers like to be very, in general, they like to have fun with psychic characters where they show that they're charlatans and then they actually get their gift You know, you think of like Whoopi Goldberg
Yeah.
and Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
You think about Emma Thompson's character in Harry Potter, Trelawney. Like they play
sure.
they play with the writers in general. It's like this archetype that happens, so it helps further your plot. And I bet you that's what they wanted him at first. But what, that episode with Echo is second, third
That's
season?
season 2 or
Season
season
two.
3?
It's,
Yeah. So they're like, oh, we got a second. We can use them.
Good point.
It's a good question.
They should have just did some more work there. I think they should have fleshed
They
that
should
thing out.
have consulted us.
But yeah, that is Raised by Another.
Hooray!
We did it.
I just want to make a quick trivia thing I wanted to mention. We've done the golf episode where they build the golf course. That apparently was supposed to come at a different point after Claire had been kidnapped, and they changed it because the writers thought that it would be weird if people were just playing golf like right after Claire.
Yeah, that's a huge ticking clock that you're just gonna not care about,
That's what-
especially Charlie.
Yeah.
Not caring about Claire being kidnapped. Well,
Jorge-
he is kidnapped.
Jorge Garcia mentioned that in an interview that he did, that it was switched to make it so that they weren't
Good
playing
call.
golf while Claire and Charlie were
Yeah,
missing.
that makes
Call.
sense.
Good call.
Because that would have been hilarious.
That would've been
Claire and
bad.
Charlie go missing. It's like, we got to build a golf course.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God they're gone.
Let's hit the back 9.
That's right.
Oh, I would really enjoy
The
our
back
golf
9
game.
months.
Hey.
Hey-o. Nicely done.
Patty,
Yes, sir.
thank you for joining us.
Oh, JP, thanks for having me.
Is there anything you want to plug, specifically like a cat that needs to get adopted?
Well, if he's not adopted by December 7th,
Adopt Ross Wilson.
fucking, yeah, my roommate and I have brought in a feral kitty named Ron Swanson because he has a fantastic set of whiskers that looks like Offerman's mustache. Adopt kitties.
Yeah, not just Ron Swanson, but
I mean, there's a lot of cats out there that need a home and dogs.
Yep.
I could plug the Hollywood Huskies
Yeah.
that my
Nope,
friend
that's a good
runs. Adopt
yeah.
pets.
Yep.
That's good for you.
There's
Adopt,
plenty,
don't shop.
plenty of animals out there that if you like having an animal in your house and need a companion, they're there. But yeah, Hollywood Huskies, that's a great organization.
Adam, what are we watching next time?
Folks out there listening, if you're trying to be lost with us, please check out our next episode where we will be talking about season 3, episode 11, Enter 77, with our centric character, Saeed.
Oh, I love him.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's been a while. We need that.
We need some Saeed.
Gotta get some Saeed in our lives. So yeah, come and check that out. And yeah, Patty, thank you. This was a blast.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thank you for tuning into this episode of Lost on Lost.
I'm Adam.
I'm JP.
Do you have any idea what's going on the show?
Nope.
Me neither. Lost on Lost is produced and edited by me and JP.
We wish to acknowledge that we live, work, and produce our show on occupied land.
Burbank, California is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Tongva, Chumash, Kizh, and Fernandino Tataviam peoples.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Peoria, Potawatomi, Miama, and Ho-Chunk peoples.
And Lost was produced in Hawaii on the lands of the Kanaka Maoli.
Visit native-land.ca to learn more about the land you live and work on.
You can engage with us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at Lost on Lost 1.
You can also email us at wearelostonlost@gmail.com or support us with dollar monies at coffee.com/wearelostonlost.
Thanks to Lostpedia and its community of contributors, Danny Schmitz, Random.org, and as always, you the listeners for tuning in.
We're hosted at Podbean. You can hear us there or wherever you get your podcasts, except MySpace. We're not on MySpace.
Yet.